Alright. Here we go. Episode 1 of Beehive Gaming Podcast. Probably episode 1 of forever. There's never going to be another one.
Yeah, right.
Tonight, I've got with me Jason, J2 Digital, and Richard, aka Lifehack. This is super rinky-dink and ghetto. We'll figure it out if we do another one. So anyways, tonight we're going to talk about the new Nintendo Switch and the video that they just announced. So, first on the agenda, initial thoughts. Jason, what's your initial thoughts of the video?
Initial thoughts. We had time to prepare and think about it, and now I'm just putting up blanks. I was obviously super excited. I've been watching it for a really long time. I've been on the Nintendo NX subreddit for months now, just waiting for more info to come out, and they'll always have these little leaks that are pretty accurate. And I've been waiting for them to come out with a more powerful handheld. So
powerful handheld. This isn't a console.
Sorry. More high resolution screen / power on a handheld.
Yes.
I know it is a console, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it yet.
Handheld console. Richard,
glorified.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts on the Nintendo NX? I thought it was perfect for what they need to do. Honestly, I told you my thoughts, Sam, and you disagree with them, but that's okay.
Well, my thoughts are, after first watching the video, I was sort of thought it was cool, kind of excited about it, but the more that we talked about it throughout the day, I got more excited and had more questions. So, the biggest question is, what's this thing going to cost?
I'm saying $350 to $400. Actually, they wouldn't do 50, would they?
No,
I'm thinking
I don't
$400.
think so.
400, my guess.
Okay, Jason?
At least, because everything I've been reading is everything, like before they're saying they're going to be cheaper than the Wii U launch, because the Wii U was more or less like, I don't know, it launched at too of an expensive price, so that's part of why it failed, and they didn't know how to communicate it to their customers or whatever, their fans. But I also was reading, since they're using the Tegra, and it's all of the powers in the handheld has to be, it's going to cost more to put all of your power in just that tablet. And so I am also thinking, I wish it would be $350 or $300 to be competitive, but I bet you it'll at least be $400, and then you're gonna have to buy all your other stuff on top of it.
A million controller accessories or combinations.
I heard a certain Jason Smart say that it was going to be comparable to 1S and PS4, so it's fact.
Yeah, probably Scorpio power. I mean,
I heard that
better than my 1200 gaming PC.
Yeah,
if it's not, I'll be disappointed now.
No Scorpio, but it has to be competitive with PS4 and Xbox One, and I think it's going to come in at $400, because anything less I don't think is doable for them, for what they're trying to do. Anything more, they're just going to kill themselves. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot, especially with the PS4 Pro coming out at the end of November for $400, and the Slim or whatever for like $300.
Yeah, it's a different market, so it's not going to perform as well as like the new PlayStation, but you can do so much more different things. Like their biggest point is, it's probably like an Xbox 360, or maybe in between an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One, but you can take it with you on the bus, or you could take it to you, I don't know,
on your friend's roof party.
Yeah, dog. You should be socializing and having fun. You just, you pull that out and just force your friends to play it with you.
Just got done playing some street ball, and you're going to play 2K.
Yeah, exactly. Better in the game than in real life, so.
I have a conspiracy theory about it when Sam, I've told you, and I think I told you, Jason, in the same chat, that they're going to kill their handheld market in an effort to force people to buy the console. Because it's basically a mix. And I know that you think Nintendo will die before they abandon the handheld, but I really think that would be a smart move for them, because if they're combining the two markets, then they will force people to buy it even at a higher price point.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's actually the next question, is what is this going to do to the handheld market?
It's going to kill it!
I think if it came out at $200, it would absolutely cannibalize its handheld market. But coming in at $400, they're totally different markets.
Well, no, that's what I mean is the reason, I think in part, the reason the Wii U failed is because it was so expensive. The main audience is like 12-year-olds. I mean, like you and me, we love it, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna enjoy it just as much. But I feel like there's a higher child audience, and
Right, that's
children
kind of
don't
Nintendo's
have
thing.
children
That's gonna
don't have
work against them.
$400. No, it is, which is
Yeah.
why I think that they're going to abandon their handheld, because if there's no cheaper option, then they just have to go with it.
Or you just don't buy one.
Well, but I
Or
don't
you
see
just
that
don't buy
happening though.
I do see that
See-
happening. If the handheld markets are gone and you've got a Vita and there's no DS and you've got $200 and the Switch is 400, you don't buy it.
Maybe that's what it is. They partnered with Sony in an effort to drive up Vita sales and
To
bring
screw-
it back.
to
This
screw
is the bringing
pooch.
back the Vita.
That's their number one cash cow is handhelds. Let's get rid of it.
Yep, get rid of it so they can make consoles great again.
I hope that.
Trump for president.
Yeah. I hope that they get rid of their 3DS line. Honestly, I want higher quality handheld games. Yeah, I like if they need to come out with the 8 GB version for $250, so 12-year-olds can buy it or can convince their parents to buy it.
Right.
Then so be it. And then the rest of us adults can pay $300 or $400, get like the bundle and get the dock and everything else that goes along with it, and I don't know, be their more core audience. I don't know. I feel like the more hardcore gamers are more adults now because we've grown up with it. So,
Assuming that they axe the handheld market, do you think that they could feasibly come in at 250 with a 1080p screen and close to Xbox One graphics?
No,
it's
they
not
wouldn't
gonna
want
be
to.
1080p.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
They're gonna murder themselves if they don't do 1080p.
I heard
It's
a
gonna-
certain Jason S say that it was going to be Xbox One, PS4 graphics, and those are 1080.
Graphics,
Well,
but we're
actually,
talking
they're
about
not.
In the dock, when it's on your TV, maybe, but on the handheld, it's probably going to be a 480p or a 720. There's no way. It's
I'd be
Nintendo.
okay. I'd be okay with a handheld 720 and a
Yeah.
higher resolution, whatever. But
So you guys think there's gonna be some compute power in the dock, pushing it, like helping accelerate?
what?
To me,
Maybe.
I'm thinking that the dock is just going to be just for transferring video. All of it's still going to be done in the handheld, in the Switch. All the processing still going to be done in the Switch. It's just transferring video. But you think that maybe the dock's going to have some horsepower to it?
I don't know. It could. It could be like, you know how Razer has their extra plug-in that you can put into their laptops now and make a different graphics card,
Right.
or add a full graphics card. I could see it. I think it's not likely though.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Jason?
It's like, it's kind of annoying how much they showed, but how little they showed with
Right.
everything, because you don't have a lot of. Now it just brings more questions because there's been so many leaks about what it's going to be. Now they've actually shown that they're true, but it's now I'm just like, okay, well, what is the performance specs? What does the dock actually do? And I honestly think it just passes video as well.
Yeah.
I think all the power is just in the tablet, but it will probably help with battery life if it has a 480 or 720, and it is Nintendo. They're not going to go with the most high-end specs, but when you put it in the dock, it's going to shut that screen off, and it's just going to push all of the power out, and it'll probably have different power settings too when it's in the dock because it's going to be getting more power, and then you can, I don't know, mess with however other settings and stuff to get it pushed out to the TV. So that's my thought. I could be wrong. It'd be cool if they had like some NVIDIA GPU, but it just looks too small, and
Some
I didn't see any
graphics
vents or anything. on it.
Integrated graphics.
Yeah, throw something else on there. I don't know. I just think it's all going to be in the tablet.
No, I think you're absolutely right, though. It just left us with more questions. It did show a lot, but then you start thinking, well, what's this? What's this? What's this?
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
exactly.
Hold up. Total kind of relevant but side question. I thought that they confirmed that the new Zelda game will be on the Wii U. And we might be
Yes.
getting this in a minute, but it's obviously going to be on the Switch. Are they going to do some backwards compatible stuff?
I'm
Do you
sure.
think?
I thought there was a bunch of games from past generations that were on both consoles.
I hate that
Probably just different,
so much.
better high res or better res textures. But it's not like this Zelda game. Like, it looks beautiful, but it's not going to really be pushing the specs.
No, it's
Yeah, probably
not.
not.
I don't. Skyrim could. I could see Skyrim doing that.
Yeah, but that's not going to be on the Wii U, is it?
Well, it was in the
Trailer
demo.
looked like it.
That's going to be
Yeah.
on the Switch.
Oh yeah, not on the Wii
Yeah,
U.
sorry. No, so that might be. They're probably gonna do both, but I'm so glad we're past that stage on PlayStation and Xbox that this whole, and how many digitally remasters are we gonna get?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that kind of brings into the next question: what titles are you looking forward to, and what do you want to see?
Well, before
Skyrim.
I jump into that, Skyrim. I was just thinking. I've heard that if it's on the Nintendo Marketplace, that you're going to be able to. I don't know. There's talk about games transferring over, but I doubt it because I want you to buy the games again. But that I think is the only way that you're going to have backwards compatibility if it's on their e-store. Yeah, because they already have it for they already have a lot of Game Boy games or whatever, like all the Pokemon games on the Wii U.
If they're nice, they'll do you own it on your account, and if it's on the store, it'll be on your Switch, which makes
I think they'll do that.
I
think they will do that. I'm looking forward to the Zelda Ocarina of Time in the Unreal 4 engine, if that ever comes out.
Unreal 4.
If it ever comes out.
No,
says the guy who's complaining about remasters.
Okay.
Right?
Let's remaster the greatest game ever, and nobody complains, all right?
That's
like
true.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I hear they're messing that one up by making it episodic.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch of drama right now. So what I think is missing is Metroid. We haven't had a good Metroid game in a long time.
I've never played a Metroid game.
Well, you need to get on it. There. Super Metroid, it's where it's at.
I tried to play a demo once on my 3DS, and I had to use my stylus as the aimer, and I abandoned it immediately. I played it for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and I don't know.
It was Metroid Prime or something on the DS.
Yeah, and like I said, I played it, and it was not user-friendly, and for me, maybe it is, but not for me, and so I just stopped playing it. But
it doesn't, I don't think it's, unless it's side-scrolling, it doesn't really do well on handhelds, in my opinion. It has to be, sure. If it's going to try to be first-person, it's got to be controller-based.
Wasn't there one on, the GameCube?
Yeah, and there's 3 Metroid Primes, I think, and those are all first-person. They're really, cool. Really good games. But anyways,
I personally hope that they come out with I don't know. Obviously, I'm into Pokemon games, so I want them to sort of revolutionize that. I know. I want them to come out with again a higher quality, a higher resolution, more in depth, more RPG styled, Pokemon game. Or if they just remade Red and Blue. Sorry, go ahead.
What they're gonna do is make a full-featured Nintendo Switch Pokemon Snap.
No,
hey, that'd be cool. Why not?
No, get out of here with that.
No,
give us a Final Fantasy version Pokemon. I'd be down with that.
That'd be cool.
Or a new Coliseum. Yeah, the Final Fantasy, that would be cool.
Like a turn-based?
Yeah, if you did it turn-based.
Yeah.
Well, Pokemon is turn-based, kind of.
Sun and Moon release, how that's gonna, because they're so close to each other. If they're saying that Nintendo Switch is gonna come out in March, and the end of this year is Sun and Moon, right?
I thought it was this next month.
End of November?
Yeah,
is it? So. I'm not that excited about it. I wanted to be, but I'm not there. I'm not Jason level. I'm like mid level.
Well, they changed it enough this time, but you're right. There's probably not enough. And Sam, I wonder the same thing, because Game Freak did promise that they're going to make Pokemon games for it, but it goes back to what we talked about before. Are they going to keep the 3DS around? If they are, how long? Are they just going to have the Switch, and are they just going to make games on that going forward? And if so, how are they going to make other games, or even Pokemon games, or anything that just utilizes those 2 screens?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to change how they have to develop and make all of their games. So I don't know. Again, it's just we're waiting for, they're just going to give us another little tidbit probably next month, and we won't know until probably a week up until the releases or launches.
Right.
It launches tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here's the rest of the info you needed.
All those pre-orders get canceled.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's too late.
So back to the Nintendo Switch YouTube video that they leaked. Do you see yourself using the handheld? Do you see yourself using that in the way that the YouTube video demonstrated?
Jason, do you want to go first?
Sure. Yes and no. I've wanted to be able to take a handheld and plug it in and have it go up onto my monitor or my TV for a really long time. So I think that part is cool, and I'll definitely use that. And it's a nice feature to be able to just take your handheld out, put the controllers on the side, and just throw it in your bag, just like when you go to work.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. But I don't take the bus. I only go on maybe 1 or 2 airplane flights a year, and I'm probably not going to bust out for that. I'd rather watch a movie, and I'm not going to go to some roof party and be like, "Oh, hey guys, ooh, look at my little console. You ever
Stop
seen that before?"
what you're doing. Look at this
Yeah.
handheld I have.
I brought mine.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking maybe like 2 out of the 4 or 5 or whatever, how many uses I will probably use it for. But that was what I wanted for a long time, is take your handheld, because you'd have to mod your 3DS, and it's like
Right.
$200 to get it onto your monitor. So it'll be easier for content creators to do stuff, and I think
And
from a
streamers.
social aspect, yeah. And even with your friends and family, you just get a couple of extra controllers, whatever, and you already have 2, so then you can get 2 more and have 4 people play it. Maybe they'll do up to 8 again or something. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I think the bus thing is really big for Josh. I know, because he plays his handheld every morning and every day on tracks or front runner to and from work, and that's how he's got so many hours on his 3DS. So he's super pumped about the Switch for that aspect.
yeah, it'll be cool for some people. I think it's great that you have that as an option, or if you're just waiting for something. And like I said, the whole device to me looks a lot sleeker and cleaner than, or just better than a lot of anything that Nintendo's done so far. So I
For
think
sure.
that's going to reflect on the quality of games that they've come out with. I guess that's yet to be seen. So I just think, when you are on the bus or you are waiting, if you just need to kill time, I think they've upped their level of the games that you're going to be able to play, or at least the quality of it. But
Right.
I don't know, Richard, what was your thoughts too?
So I ride the bus from time to time because I'm not as cool as you guys, but and with my new work, like the track stop drops off right in front of my work, so there's room for that in my life, and I don't know. Josh apparently loves it. I feel too weird on the bus that I'm like, let me play this game.
Yeah, bust out a huge
They're like,
screen.
you're a grown man. What are you doing?
Leave me alone.
Don't talk to me. But like, I could see that happening from time to time. But the main thing for me was, I was like, oh, every Friday, everybody's gone at work at like 3:00.
Mhm.
If I stayed till 4 or 5 on Friday and everybody's gone, they're not going to be like, what's that console doing on your desk? It'd be like, it's just my tablet. I don't know what he's talking about. and I could see him like getting away with playing games at work, and that'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't ever see myself getting together with a group of people and, circling up and playing a game and being like, all right, guys, let's do this.
Unless that's the objective, like, hey, bring your Switch over, we're going to have game night. But if
Yeah.
it's like, hey, come over, we're going to make pumpkins or something, and then you just show up with a Switch, it's like, nah, guys, we're not doing pumpkins. I brought my Switch.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's like, and in that aspect, yeah, it's easier to bring a Switch, but if we're getting together, we're probably bringing our PCs.
Yeah.
Richard, you mean you're not going to accidentally just run into some lady at the airport and uncomfortably sit next to each other and check out each other's switches?
And you're both
Just
gonna be
like,
super attractive.
yeah, you're just going to be like, oh yeah, like we don't know each other, but we totally know each other. So.
Not even
Not
responding
even
to that.
on your radar. That's funny. All right, next question. What's it going to take for this to be all 3 of us show up to GameStop at midnight to pick it up? What's it going to take?
You not being lame.
Yeah, I'll probably pre-order it and just pay it in little increments. We got time. We got time till March.
Layaway. I
I'm
think
gonna
for me,
trade in my PS4 and my Xbox One so that I can pay for it.
Jeez, no thank you. It's going to have to come in at 400 or less for me, and I want to know more solid launch titles.
Well, okay, but that's the thing is, yeah, we can buy it for 400, but what games are we gonna have to get? Oh, here's a question: how much do you think the games are gonna go for? If they're going for 60, I
They're
don't
going to be
like
60
that.
for sure.
I always loved the handhelds in most Wii U games.
This is a conheld. This is not a handheld.
It's
The bait
whatever
and
you want to
switch,
call
huh?
it. I don't want to see
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo. I don't
Yeah.
want to see Nintendo go up to full game prices. I don't
They're
think
gonna be
that
60 for
Mario is
sure.
worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Unless-
actually really interesting. Unless they what?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
That Mario Kart looked sick, and they're like some. Is it like the Ghost King or the Koopa King or something?
Wait, was
anybody
there a
watch the
Mario
stream?
Kart trailer?
Yeah, they're
Just
playing
in
Mario
the
Kart on it.
Switch.
Mario Kart 8. Yeah. See, Richard, you're already sold. What is it? $80?
That's what it took.
Take it. Take my money.
Whatever. For me, it'd be like
There you go.
Swipe my credit
Done.
card. Yeah.
when you wanted to win Nintendo Switch, but you got child support.
For me, I need to know battery life, specs. We kind of know release date, but I want to know more specifically. And what's the point of having a new console or a new handheld if you don't have anything to play on it? So
Right.
if they don't
That's
have
what happened with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, it was
The
fun.
only reason-
exactly.
The
was
only
fun at
reason
night
I
for
played
midnight.
Forza 5.
Yeah.
And they're like hyping up. They always do it every cycle, but they're really hyping it. Like we're gonna have like Activision, or maybe not them, but like Bethesda and Ubisoft, which they always do games for whatever Wii or Nintendo does, and they have this whole page of like all this third party support. But it's like I want at least one or two good quality games that we can play, and it looks like Mario Kart's going to be one. But maybe if they had like a Pikmin or a Metroid, like you're saying, like some type of shooter, that would be cool. Or even if they had like even some Pokemon Coliseum or some dungeon thing. I don't know. They need at least 2 or 3 good games. Would be a really cool surprise if they did like a Luigi's Mansion
Oh,
with
that'd
release.
be awesome.
I think
That'd
that
be
would be really fun.
Don't we have a launch date for Zelda?
Oh yeah, and they'll have the Zelda game. I don't know.
So
what
I'm
date
pretty
is.
sure it's going to be bundled if it's
Well,
out.
The first party's always been super strong for Nintendo, but if they want this to like survive, they're gonna have to have solid third party support.
Hey, no, I need like 4 things out of them. I need the new Zelda game.
Okay.
I need another Super Smash Brothers. I need another
it.
Mario Kart.
All I can see right now is 2017 for release.
Yeah, no, I need like those things, and I'm sold. You don't have to come out with another game. I'd like them to, but
Hopefully they'll keep pumping them out.
they're like, these are the 3 games. That's it. We're done.
That's what the console is made for. There you go.
An interesting little tidbit, if I do end up getting the Switch and if I get Legend of Zelda, this will be the first Legend of Zelda that I'll have actually played through. I've like touched Ocarina of Time, only at friend's house, never
What?
played it, never beat it, never got interested in any of the other ones, so this will be the first one that I've actually played. I may have started it like once or twice, Ocarina of Time. It's just, we'll see.
I've got quite a few done, but I'm more Zelda's always a good, or Mario's always a good one, and Metroid's always a good one.
Represent.
Dang.
This is what they
maybe-
need to do. I want an NX or a Switch that is Zelda themed
Zelda-themed.
like this. That would be so dope.
And maybe I'll play Skyrim finally if they include it with the launch or something.
I know. I don't
Yeah,
know
something
why I
like
got
that.
excited about that because I was like, yeah, there's Skyrim. I bought that game like 5 times
Yeah.
and never played it.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's on
right.
Steam sale though, and it comes with all the DLC. Oh, and it's cheaper to buy that than the one DLC I don't have. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. No, it would be fun. Skyrim would be a fun portable game on the go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And again, like it'll be fun to if they have Mario Kart to just be able to take that, slide it in, just like hand the other controller to someone else and just play Mario Kart. I think that'd be so cool. So and the graphics look like they're going to be better. At least on the trailer it did. I know it's all simulated. So again, we just are stuck waiting, but I think the potential is definitely there, and I'm more excited about this than I probably haven't been this excited, I should say, since I had like my Game Boy Color, or
Yeah.
since I had like when like the SP came out. Those are like the things that I was just so like wanted to have or had to have.
Yeah, when
So,
we all
I'm-
had those, 'cause we got.
Yeah, right.
I didn't. My first console was the PS2 that I had a Vita actually, and then I traded it in
Or a
for a
PSP?
PlayStation. Yeah, it was a PS. Maybe it was a Vita. I don't know.
No,
I
it
was like
PSP.
19.
It had to have been.
And I traded it in for a PlayStation 2, but the PlayStation 3 launched like a month later,
Oh,
and
geez.
so I never had like I did for a very short time in my life, but those are depressing.
Yeah, I
guess.
haven't been excited about a Nintendo anything for quite a while. So this
This is different.
definitely the most interesting thing to me.
Now that you mention, I just thought about this. So when the Halo series were launching, I didn't have a console, so I wasn't around for the midnight releases. So I finally went for Halo, I think it was Reach. I went for the midnight launch, and I was like one of like 10 people there, and they were all like 15. Now that I'm thinking midnight release, do you think it's going to be our age?
Dude,
Or are we
every
going to be in
time
line
when we
with
did
a
the
bunch of
Xbox
kids?
One and PS4, it was a bunch of people our age. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
way,
no.
way older than you, but
Xbox One, yeah, you're like 90. Like, what do you think who's the main age group that's going to show up
at
or buy
midnight,
it? Yeah, I think it's probably going to be like teenagers.
I think it'll be. I think Nintendo was right about their video, like early 20s somethings. I think that's going to be the
Yeah.
biggest. And then there's going to be the guys like us who've been gaming for a long time, want the console, and there'll be a handful of little kids picking it up. But I don't think
Yep.
under 12 or 13.
No,
Maybe
they're just
parents
going to
with
have
their
their
kids.
dad there.
Yeah.
Their dad's
Yeah,
it's going to be lots of dads.
Yeah, dads with their like really young kids, maybe right around Sam's age. There'll be a lot of like us mid or early 20 years, and then I still think there's going to be
Lots of
kids with their
teenagers.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people to help like, buy the console for them. They're going to like try to act so cool and like be so hip or whatever because they're getting the new Nintendo console, and half their friends don't even know like what that even is or what Mario is anymore.
Exactly.
So.
I loved working at Best Buy, and it was during the holiday season that I worked, and there was parents that would come in. They drop hundreds, thousands of dollars on stuff that they did not. They had no clue what it was. One mom came in and bought like 2 MacBook Pros for her 12-year-old. I was like, listen, lady, like, I know I'm supposed to make money here, but it's not worth it. Don't do it. It's you wait a few years before. But they would come in, they'd be like, I want that, like, what's that game where that guy, like, he jumps on things and it's a
Nobody
fireball.
says it like that. Everybody knows
Like,
who Mario is.
No, this lady did not know who I said, you mean Mario? I could have said any character name. I could have been like, you mean Princess Peach? She would have been like, yes, that is the one. And I don't know, some people, and yeah, you're going to have that market there at the store being like, this is the new Nintendo.
But
like,
for midnight, though.
Yeah, midnight,
I think
I think they'll come the next
A
day.
handful. So this brings up a good question I
Yeah.
didn't have. Nintendo's always been kind of known for kiddie, being kid friendly or whatever. Their
Yes.
consoles are durable, their controllers are durable. Who's
Ooh.
gonna let their kids play with the Switch?
I saw some
Bye.
meme
No.
that was like, who's gonna let their kid drop this or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I think it's more young adult too, because this is very fragile.
if
It's gonna
that's
launch.
the case, I think they'll stick with their handhelds. If it's not, then they will lose their handheld. But like
It'll
the Wii U
launch-
gamepad is pretty durable, so
That's
Dude, this
true.
thing looks so fragile to me. The switching mechanisms on the side, and then I still think it's going to be a 1080p screen. A nice, good screen. Nice, beautiful,
Sam's hoping.
glossy
He's
IPS
like, I
screen.
still think when he's saying it's president, and please let the Nintendo Switch be a 1080p screen.
It has to
Dude.
be, dude. But yeah,
What
this
is it now?
like,
240?
this is like no kids.
With cell shaded.
That's what I was gonna say before. It's gonna launch with like a deal with like Life Proof, and they're like, "Here's this Life Proof case
$100.
for $60." Yeah,
That
or
would be
$100.
Genius. It's
They're
gonna
like-
be like a box, and you like
Yeah.
stick your hands into it.
And it's gonna have like little rubber things you put on like the joysticks too, and they're like, "Yeah, do this," and it's gonna make your tablet this big, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you can let your kids play with it.
Gonna triple the size and weight.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not a dockable case, but it is the one you will have to have if you have
It's
kids.
your only option.
Yeah,
The kid
either
proof.
that, or you could just throw it away and you just keep buying them.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll just-
That's right. We
Dog was
offered
like,
the
"Let me
same
save you the
pad.
time," and he just drops
Do you
it in the
think?
garbage.
Do you think the pads? I guess that I think. Ooh, I wonder now how we were talking about. Is the pad itself going to be the console, and the dock is just a dock to connect to your TV?
I'm gonna put money on that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I was wondering if they thought about that because the dock, if the dock is what houses it, the main hardware. No, there's got to be more hardware in the controller. So
Oh, like
the screen part
it's all in the tablet, dude.
got to be in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh well, rip. Some kid's gonna get it on Christmas and break it before noon.
I ain't for reals.
That's
It's true.
no, I don't want to think about that.
I'm not as worried about the controllers that come off the side because they almost look magnetized to me. I could be way wrong. I don't know how it clicks in, but also I've heard that they use infrared, so there's not as much mechanical parts like connecting and disconnecting, and so that when you use it, it's going to be a little bit more durable in that regard because it's more digitally sending stuff back and forth. And it makes sense when you're pulling them apart too and using them. So.
Obviously, that's a concern, switching them in and out all day long, but the screen is my biggest concern.
All day.
Yeah. Which, going back to what you were saying earlier, Richard, that little tablet screen is a lot easier to slide into the corner and casually have your hands just, at your sides playing a game. Like, oh no, I'm working. This is 100% working.
Exactly.
Instead of doing this with your 3DS.
I have a laptop. I could stick it. I could take the controllers off, have them in my lap, and just put it on my laptop. Just rest it facing on my laptop, and just be looking at my laptop. I don't know. It looked like I was because we can watch movies and stuff, but not full movies like YouTube.
Right.
Oof. We'd have to think about that. Maybe I could put it in like a picture frame. Like get a picture frame. Be like, no, that's just and have like that's what
I
they
have a
need.
printed picture of Zelda.
Guys, I have an idea.
It changes.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
and it has it. No, you mount it into this frame, and then it has a button that you can push. That's like at work mode, and it
Switches
puts
back
like
to
pictures
family
of your
pictures.
family. Yeah, you're like, oh shit, the boss is coming.
That's funny.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Music's still coming out.
Money
This is
maker.
what I like to
Somebody
listen
steals
to.
that, I will find them and kill them. Patented. Patent pending.
Okay, I think you're on
Yep.
something.
So that'll be its main use is, while you're at work, just secretly trying to play it and get away with it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm speaking generally, not you specifically, but me, Sam, everyone who has it.
What do you mean? Sam doesn't have to fake it. Sam just sitting there with his feet up. He's
I just sort of have to
What?
hide it. That's about
but
it.
I do it now.
We
When
did
it's all
that
about-
once. We did
Yeah,
that
I got
once,
in a
and
lot
it
of
did
trouble.
not end well.
Wait, are you talking about the
The owner of the company walks
Walking
in,
in.
and then you almost lose your
Seeing-
job
yeah,
over
seeing with
it.
the
I
PS4
felt so
controller in
bad
hand.
for that because I was the one that was like, Sam, you should bring it in, and then you did, and he's
Oh, okay.
Bill Morton. I mean, whatever. I
No
guess the name's
worries.
that already.
We're getting sidetracked here.
Anybody would be mad about that. It's not specifically at him.
No, exactly.
Right,
Well,
I know.
that's all the questions
right.
I had. You guys have any more questions or closing thoughts before we end this?
So is everybody planning on getting it at launch?
Assuming price is where it's supposed to be, and what if we find out more specs, battery life, how much milliamps it is?
How much leeway would you give it? Like if it was 500,
No, absolutely not.
you'd never get it, or you'd wait till it's down?
I'd wait for drop. It would drop for sure. Every console that's released at 500 has suffered.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One. That one
Xbox
tanked
One and
quick.
PS3 both suffered huge. PS4
Oh, yeah,
figured it out. Let's build a solid console at $400, and it sold like hotcakes.
PS3 was like 600, wasn't it?
5 and 6.
Wow.
Two.
What
Two
about-
SKUs.
What if they sell just the tablet for $300, and then they sell all of the other accessories for more? Would you let's say
Okay,
there's a
that's
$400
interesting.
tablet,
I didn't even think about
and
that.
I don't
and
think
then
they
a
do
$100
it.
dock?
I think it's
I
all
don't
going to
think
come
they do it.
together, but I could see them. I think that's a solid option, Jason. Just the handheld or just the console, whatever. And then if you want the dock, that's a separate purchase.
No, I
Yeah,
think the
and it'll
dock.
probably be $150 or something.
I think no way it doesn't come out with the dock and any of the other accessories. So I think it's going to come with the
The screen, the two
screen with
controllers.
the two things,
And the dock.
and that's it. I don't think they're going to add in an extra controller or any for those price points, because there's way too much money for them in the
accessories.
Yeah, but for them to, because they're not saying it's a handheld. They're saying it's their next console.
That happens to be a handheld.
Yeah, so if they took out the part that made it a console, I think people would rage.
No, that makes sense.
So
if you want a cheaper option, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I honestly would not be surprised if they were like, it's $500, but it comes with everything, or you could spend $400 or $300 and it comes with just a tablet.
If you don't care about the screen, the TV,
I don't think. I could see it happening for Xbox One or PlayStation 4 because they've already got established. I think that this is their rebuilding of trust with Nintendo fans because
market.
The Wii was lots of people bought it, but then it fizzled out really quick. I feel like then the Wii U, everybody bought it and would just were so burnt. I feel like if anything goes wrong with this launch, a lot of people are just done.
Yeah,
with Nintendo. So I think that putting a different package like that would rub people just wrong enough that they'd be like, forget it, I'm done.
But the thing is, you're not the core of it is the screen and the controls. I think Jason's on something with the dock. That's an added benefit. If you're like, I'm never going to play this on the TV.
If this happens, I think that it's because Nintendo, Hiro Machimoto or whatever his name is, watched our podcast.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
And took wait, is that PlayStation? I don't know. The Nintendo dude watched it and saw Jason and was like, "This man has an idea.
It's a good idea.
We will make millions." And then they just take it and it's gone.
Just don't get your hopes up, or you'll get it if the price is right, or whatever.
Yeah.
If for them, if the price is right, they'll sell it to you. So I have a feeling there's going to be a $400 to $500 package, and that you'll give you the dock, it'll give you everything. Or you can pay a little less and you'll get just the shield. Or sorry, not the shield.
If I see that, if that happens,
Nintendo Switch shield.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
This is what happened to me. Triggered. Nintendo come out with a dock package.
That'll be it. But back to your original question. If they come out, so right now I'm in a wait and see period because I really like the look of it. I like everything that you can do with it. But like you're saying, battery life, specs, price, and what is it going to launch with? I want to see 2 or 3 good games, and then I would get it. And I'd want to get it with you guys. So if you guys aren't planning on getting it, I'm not going to be in big of a rush unless I do come out with a game that I really love. But those are kind of like my
Zelda.
things. Like Zelda, can't wait.
Yeah.
So are there any other deal breakers for you guys, or is it just price?
Just price. That's it for me.
Price is the only thing that would really just end it for you.
Right now. Yeah, just price.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's weird because it's totally different. So they can it seems like they can kind of come up with whatever they want to an extent because it seems like they're trying to create a new market or they're trying to do what NVIDIA couldn't really do because I think what's different between NVIDIA and Nintendo is Nintendo has all of these strong brand names. They have all of these
titles.
All of the support that they can do in-house that NVIDIA couldn't really do. So even though they had a good idea, they couldn't execute it because this is the Shield 2.0 or the Shield Tablet 2.0, just Nintendo style. So
it's pretty similar hardware, so
it's like using all the same stuff with
Tigris.
some Nintendo gimmicks. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, didn't you see the picture I sent you guys? They just chopped the Wii U gamepad.
Cut the controls off.
They cut the sides off and kept the screen. They're like, now we have a new console.
Yeah.
It's revolutionizing technology. Okay, I am a little bugged about that, actually. This is not revolutionizing technology. We switched the handhelds off. Okay, you made the controllers wireless and attached them to the screen. That's not revolutionary.
They're already wireless. They just put in a locking mechanism.
End of rant.
Yep. Okay, we're pushing 40 minutes. I think that's pretty good for our first and potentially only podcast.
Sake, you have a viewer, just so you know.
What?
Sorry, I don't mean to slow us down anymore.
I gotta log in and see.
Okay, we're done. And that'll be it. And everybody, good night. And
okay, that's it. And anybody want to say anything? Say good night. Check out your Twitter. Check out your YouTube channel.
Everybody can find me at my Twitch channel and my little Twitter channel that I set up tonight. And no, I don't care. Fuck that.
So this guy, I think we should give him a shout out because he is the.
I think it's us, guys.
No, it's
Odie Zeus. He said, "Do you guys read the questions in the chat?" He says, "You have to remember, a lot of the Nintendo doesn't have heavy graphics like Gears or Uncharted, but this is a new opportunity for them to start doing stuff like
For
that,
sure.
especially if they're doing Skyrim." And I think that's an awesome question. But I'm hoping this creates a new avenue for them to do something like that. So
I agree. And Zeus, I apologize. Next time I'll have up chat. I was anticipating 0 viewers. Except
Yeah, I was
maybe
gonna
Jason's
say-
wife. That's it.
like we weren't even thinking anyone was going to watch this, so we weren't planning on opening up Twitch or reading it.
I didn't know.
If this is worthwhile to our 3 viewers, let us know, and we'll do it again. But anyways, we're over 40 minutes. I'm ready for bed. So good night.
All right, you old man. Night.
Oh yeah, last thing. If this
Oh, he said it's okay.
if this ever does get more than like 5 views and people do go to my YouTube channel, just know it is very, very hobby. And it is a slow building
Little
process.
rough around the edges.
Yeah, it is not high quality or anything, so don't be too like impressed or like critical. Anyway, all right, I'm done.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yes. Good
All
night,
right, we're done.
everyone.
Night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Okay, bye.